different. You go to hockey games to get excited. 2 goals with the goalie pulled, and the Bruins, showing hearts of lions, have tied it 3-3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back for episode 21 of the Same Seats podcast, brought to you by Chip Seeds.
Chip Seeds.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Tough night last night. We're recording here on Tuesday, April 7th. Ref show. Dan Hurley really tried going for 3. Couldn't make it happen.
I didn't know what
Dogs.
you were talking about for a second. I was like, tough go for the Sox? But you were talking UConn Huskies basketball. The first basketball mention on this podcast.
That's it, though. This is not a basketball podcast.
Were there any tears in the Almeida household last night?
No, because our eyes were shut by halfway through the second half. So you wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning to do a feed, and you look at your phone. Ah, shit, they lost. Hyla, get on the bottle.
Tears. I
missed out on a $500 bracket payout if the Huskies won, but.
Hey, you know what's crazy about that, though? Like Jordan's Furniture, they dodged the biggest bullet of all time by the women's team not making it.
So that was a real thing. I didn't know if that was like some AI graphic.
Yeah, it's real. It's real, but there's something, I don't know. There's something in it for the guy. So the guy's name is Elliot, and he went on like 98.5 The Sports Hub when it was Red Sox opening day, and they were talking to him, and they were like, you got to be nervous, right? Like this is before the women's and the men's were about to play their Final Four game. And he was like, no, like, I hope they win. Like, I have the insurance policy on him. And like, he was smiling ear to ear. He was boozing. Like, the guy he was rooting for it hard. So I think it's kind of like a type of deal where if it hits, the insurance policy is probably better than like the profit you get from selling $50 million worth of furniture, I guess.
Well, you know who Mattress Mac is, right?
Yes, same type of deal.
Yeah. But Mattress Mac is upfront about his bet that he puts on that big game that he is also, whatever he has for his customers, like Elliot did with UConn's women and men's basketball team. But he puts a large wager on there. It's throwaway money. It's like he doesn't even care because it all balances out, and he looks like the hero. He gets publicity from it. People are tweeting it. People are talking about it, and it's kind of genius.
It is genius. I mean, shit. He was hyped. He was shit faced too when he was on the radio. They had him like calling into like the UConn broadcast too, the women's, and again he was like openly drinking during the day for the Sox game. Like Zoe and Beto were like, all right, get back to your scotch. And he was like, I will. And that was at like 2 o'clock. So he calls into the women's game and he's got like one eye shut. Like he's like this close to the camera. It was beautiful. We were dying watching it.
Didn't
of course.
He's gotta
hedge it out.
Mike, didn't your parents do that for the Sox, or am I making that up? Or like someone you know? Like they bought furniture? I feel like someone I know, I don't know. This is off the rails. Someone I know did it for the Sox, and they ended up getting free furniture out of it.
So they had a great one like way back when, 10, 15, 20 years ago, where it was like it wasn't easy. It was like a no-hitter like at Fenway or something like that within the season.
Yeah.
And then they started to like spice it up. It was like day game, 63 degrees, like complete game, perfect game. With it has to be a walk-off home run too.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah. Then they just started throwing in like little wrinkles in there. But wait, it's not a day game. So,
I mean, that would have been pretty epic because friend of the program, Chris Googans, a buddy of his, they bought a new bedroom set banking on it, and they were just one game away from
what could have been.
Bedroom set.
But wasn't it just didn't they just have to make the championship? Wasn't it men's and women's? Yeah, so the women's team
they had to show up and step on the court.
Oh, that was what's his nuts? The coach for the women's team. He had an all-time meltdown.
Gary? Is it Gary? Is that what
He was
it
the
is?
guy on the plane. He wanted a handshake from the South Carolina coach and just wouldn't give it to him, and he threw a complete hissy fit and looked like a complete idiot.
Gino.
This is a hockey show.
This is a hockey show, but
It is a
we
hockey
support
show.
the dogs. We support the
Yes.
dogs. Hey, while we're on the topic, before we get into hockey, we got plenty of hockey to talk. Mike's name right here says it all. John Henry sucks.
Sucks.
Chance of sell the team. People calling for Higgins to play for the Sox at this rate. Like, what's going on at Fenway, boys? John Henry's got to be the worst owner in sports, like hands down.
I watched this. I don't know. Have you guys ever seen the Boston-based reporter Joon, Joon? It's great. It's great. I'll link this on our Instagram page and I'll send it to you guys too. He did a full breakdown of Fenway Sports Group and the Red Sox, and I'll be very short with this.
Oh, actually, I saw that on Twitter, BCam.
Yeah, it's like a 10-minute watch, whatever it is. It's fantastic.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, and he just was calling it out. He was saying that they're running it like a Fortune 500 company, and
it's bullshit.
It's risk over. I don't know, risk over what could happen with the player and what the fans want and what they think would be better for the team. And it started like even before Moneyball with Theo Epstein, who was like 21 when he got the GM position, which still doesn't make any sense. But it's and now, I mean, I don't know, like you're looking at some of these younger guys that the Sox have that they signed the long-term contracts, and it's all part of their game plan. And like, I mean, I don't know how Roman Anthony's agent allowed him to sign that deal. He'd be worth like $700 million in a couple of years if he gets an arm for left field, because he throws legit popcorn out of that field. So there's a lot to unpack there. And maybe at some point, Same Seats will turn into a Same Seats Red Sox podcast as well.
Maybe collab with the section, what is it, section 10 or section 9?
With Rocket.
I don't know.
Section 9 is like poor housing. So
section
maybe not.
I think it's section 10.
Section
10. You're thinking section 8. Section 8 is.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Jesus,
right. I did go.
But we are a notoriously anti Fenway Sports Group John Henry podcast. We've been on this from the beginning. So,
and I did see what do they own? Arsenal?
No.
Everton, I think. No, not Everton. Liverpool.
I heard Liverpool's pretty frustrated with Fenway Sports Group as well.
They are. Yeah, they just let Mo Salah walk.
And I know the entire state of Pennsylvania is pretty upset with Fenway Sports Group as well. So John Henry's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Nesson sucks too.
Sucks. So bad.
Hey, at least they improved the graphic for the Sox game. Like that little, the little graphic they got going in the top left corner. The one the Bees have is like a second grader put that together on ChatGPT. It's horrible.
It used to be so good. And we still can't get rid of the Boston has entered the chat.
That
needs
to go. Dude, they must be paying money for that ad.
There is so much noise on the fucking screen when I'm trying to just watch a simple hockey game. Like, it's actually insane. They have the bug on the left, the bug on the right. They have right inside the blue line, they have the digital ad. And then behind the net, they have the digital ad. They got the two ads behind the goal line and the left and the right corner. They got the fucking rotating boards ads. When is enough?
Dude,
they're just milking every damn penny out of our eyeballs.
And you
it's insane.
Pay to watch the Bruins game if you have YouTube TV. Unless you pay for cable $200 a month, or like Fubo. Fubo's a front wipe, but come on. It's horrible.
Oh, that's good.
Horrible.
Yeah, no, Nesson's a joke.
Terrible.
If TC wasn't there, Nesson would be plummeting. Always shout out TC.
Shout out.
Well, all right. I think we got that out of the system.
Anyways,
the Boston Bruins, the BMC Bruins. I don't know, man. We've been. They hate the state of Florida. Florida and Boston are, and right now as things are shaping up, we're looking at Tampa in the first round.
Tampa or Carolina?
Well, right now, stop dead. in our tracks. If the playoffs were to start, it'd be Tampa. Carolina's 104 points, Tampa 102, and they got the edge on Buffalo.
That's an issue.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. Yeah, they just don't match up well with them at all.
And they never have.
And the thing that hurts the most, just knowing when we do enter that series, is that the Bruins take just an ungodly amount of penalties, and their power play is so good. And first game, they'll take a stick penalty, they'll get a power play goal, they'll go up 1-0, might even turn into a 5-on-3, who knows, and then they'll score another one, and we'll be down 2-0 pretty quick.
So as we record here tonight, we are about 20 minutes away from puck drop against Carolina. So I'm watching the pregame show just on mute, and they just showed a graphic, and the title is Hot and Cold, Boston Bruins Notable Season Streaks. October 13th to the 23rd, 0-6. October 25th to November 11th, 8-1. November 29th to December 16th, 6-2. December 18th to December 29th, 0-6-2. January 8th to January 29th, 10-1-1. March 29th to today, 2-2-1, and started down 0-1 in 4 of the last 5 games. This team is trying to kill you.
Devil's advocate. We're doing the right thing at the right time.
Peaking at the right time.
I mean, talk about BMC Bruins, but BMC fans. I mean, we're talking heart palpitations here.
This has been a crazy year.
It's insane, and I definitely don't want to lose sight on the fact that they're overachieving. But like now that we're here, like I kind of want to make a run.
Let's do it.
100%.
Let's do it. Hey, it's good for the brand. Good for the brand.
Yeah.
And it might take a couple years off.
I'm not too concerned about these past 5 games as I think everybody else is reacting live and on Twitter.
That 4-game heater was big. I said it in my drop-off video on the way back after the Flyers game. The 4 wins, like rattling those 4 off, was huge because then everything kind of like level set, and because everyone else was on a skid. I don't think the only team that was over 500 in that stretch were the Flyers. And look what they're doing. Like that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, they looked good. The Flyers did look in that game. They have some dudes on their team. I mean, obviously the kid Martone is going to be an issue. Obviously, we can see the draft board. He was taken 1 pick above Higgins. We haven't seen Higgins yet. We'll get into the Higgins conversation. But, yeah, they're a good team. They are a good team. But at the same time, these bottom teams like a Boston, like a Philadelphia, the Islanders might get that last spot. They have to play some top dogs in Buffalo, Carolina, and Tampa. And it's not going to be easy. But Gary Bettman has came out and said it's all about the first-round matchups. And that's why we're going to see, I think it's Colorado – Dallas maybe, or Colorado.
We're shaping up to see Dallas mini right now.
Yeah, like Dallas mini.
It's much locked in.
It's going to be a crazy series. We have a lot to look forward to. The Bruins, Tampa, they're going to have to, if they have that 98% chance to make the playoffs after Carolina, some of these guys, like maybe just give them like a game rest or something. Like they're not going to drop off. Like I know we got into it a little bit on Twitter with Pasta and his stupid giveaway that led to the breakaway. He took the penalty.
I have something for that later.
But he's like, I don't live in the space that I think that those plays aren't going to happen when you're playing a dude 22 minutes a night. He's on every single power play unit. He's in every single crucial situation. He's been leading the charge from the offensive side. Like those things are going to happen. If he's going to make crazy plays, they're going to go both ways, both good and bad. So
I agree. I'll bring up what I had for it now then, since we're on it. So I was with longtime loyal listener last night who will remain anonymous, Braintree guy. And he was saying to me, that incident from the Flyers game of Pasta, trying to take the penalty, turning it over, trying to take the penalty, they go down and score. or not score, but whatever. Gets the penalty, leads to 5-on-3, and then they score. That is in a nutshell of why Pasternak should not be captain. And his whole take was, he's just lazy. He's not captain material. He's not going to have guys jump on his back and go. He was like, that's it right there. That's prime case example. It's McAvoy's C. And I disagreed with him. I don't think that it was that bad.
Who I think we're talking about the same person.
Who should not be named.
Foey Barrington. He also texted me in that as well. I did not reply because I know we have conflicting views on it. All of that is untrue. Not jumping on Pasternak's back is literally what happened this year. People jumped on his back, literally. He made Hustaninov a player. He made Minton into a player. He made all these guys into players that are producing. Turnovers are going to happen. I mean, like McAvoy, we've talked about before. He's done that all season. Like, he makes a play where you're like, what the fuck was that? And then, like, he'll make another 10 good plays. Pasta has 95 points this year. Like, that doesn't just happen. Does he deserve the C just because of 95 points? No. But he's a guy that is bought in, like we always talk about. Talks about how money is never the thing that he's after. He's been with the Bruins for a number of years. He's big in the community. He doesn't cause any issues off the ice. He's good with the media. He's good with fans, from my understanding. So he qualifies for the captain spot, without a doubt. And so does McAvoy. McAvoy absolutely does. And he's all of those things that I just mentioned. But to say that he's ruled out because he made a turnover in overtime, it doesn't make any sense.
Not the main reason, but microcosm of the entire reasoning. Yes, I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Great segue. Elite, you disgruntled Bruins fans out there, reach out.
There's a lot of them.
Let us know.
There's a lot. They were really coming out of the woodwork after that pasta penalty. And honestly, we talked about it already over text, but I really didn't have that much of an issue with it. The only issue that I had with it was, if you're going to take that penalty, make it count. Take him down. Take his ass down. Like, that was the only thing that I would say Pasta should have done better. I have no problem with him actually taking the penalty.
Well,
and the point out of the game at that point, right? Like, they got the point. Just, if you're going to do it, just do it. And then, obviously, the waterfall effect. I think people are probably more pissed off at the waterfall effect of them, McAvoy taking that, going down 5-on-3, and then it leads to that. It's like, well, if that doesn't happen, they kill a penalty, right? Like, are people really, like, talking about it? Is it that big
exactly.
And to your point about your friend from Braintree, if he's talking about microcosms, Pasternak took the penalty, and then, I don't know, you sit there and you're like, okay, it's 4-on-3. Let's play safe here. And he takes a penalty, trying to rush for the puck off the faceoff, and takes a high sticking penalty. So
McAvoy, you mean?
Yeah. So so does he just get a pass for that, or
give Zacha the C at this point? Honestly, if we're going to go down this route.
Listen, I'm the biggest McAvoy guy here.
Good point. It's a good point.
Yeah. I don't know.
We got to get him on.
McAvoy?
No.
Yeah. Open invite.
Yeah, but Bowie Schmarrington.
Yeah. Bowie Farrington.
You know how to reach out.
No, Bowie Farrington is always open invite.
Bruins insider.
With
an R.
Speaking of disgruntled Bruins fans, the dialogue about James Higgins on Twitter is awesome. It's so funny to watch. It's pretty much just like a fence down the middle and two groups of people just yelling at one another, thinking that they know exactly what they're talking about. Dave Almeida, question?
Yeah, I think I'm on a different side of the fence than you guys at this point.
What is it?
What does he have? He has like 1-3 in 6 games in Providence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's ready. Porter Martone looked like a man amongst boys after that game, and it was kind of eye-opening. I don't know if Higgins is going to have the same impact this year, right now at this time.
Fair.
I'd like to find out.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to see it.
Steves is going back in tonight. I don't know if you guys saw that. So
Jack Reichel out.
He had a good run, but like, do we put Steves back in, or this is a pro Steves podcast too,
without a doubt.
But I don't know. I think it's just such crunch time if you're going to sit those big dogs like you mentioned, B-Cam, like a Pasta, like give him a night off, and maybe you call the kid up and see what he's got for a game. But wouldn't you want him to play with those guys and get reps with your better players? I don't know. I'm just viciously torn on what to do, but it's not like he's ripping it up in the A, but he's also not playing at a level that he probably could or should be playing at right now. But then you see Martone come in and like you see what Hudson's doing. It's like, it's not, you can't compare them, right? You really can't. Different styles, but.
So something that I found out too that I didn't know before I kind of made my mind and had my original take on the Higgins. So since he was signed to the ATO after the trade deadline, if he comes up to Boston and plays even one game, he can't go back down. So I think what the organization's probably looking at is who's going to make a deeper run. Is it going to be Providence or is it going to be the Big B's? Like realistically, I would say Providence. They're kind of a wagon this year. I think they have like 50 wins or something crazy.
Bonafide wagon this year.
Yeah. So they might look at it like, all right, what's going to add more value to this kid? Like a really deep playoff run in the A and maybe a Calder Trophy, like learn how to they play what, like 6 series in the AHL?
They play until July almost. It's
ludicrous. It's a ton of hockey that they play. So I don't know. Maybe they see it like, let's just have this kid just play every other night, playoff style hockey. A is a good league, and that will be worth it more in the long run than, coming up for maybe like 4 games of playoff experience. You just don't know. So I think it's a calculated risk that they're taking.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. I'm kind of split. I don't feel strongly about one way or the other. For the people that are saying that the top 6 picks, everyone before him and one other guy, I think for Utah, has not played a single game in the NHL yet.
Caleb Denoy or whatever.
Yeah, that guy. But I think they're caught in the middle right now, and as long as like Higgins' agent are okay with what's going on and they see the value in getting games and getting the speed of the AHL down and making sure that you're thriving in that environment, then I'm okay with it. I'm totally fine with it. Like I'm not like sitting here like foaming at the mouth to have Higgins come up. But if they feel like he's ready to come up, bring him up. And like, listen, Joe Haggerty is a pretty polarizing guy on Twitter. But like, shout out him. He's also been on the Bruins for, I think, like almost a century now. Like, and the guy's been around forever. So he was saying that he took a look at he watched a couple of the games. He said he doesn't look NHL ready. Some guy barked back, and he didn't like that. And he said he looked foolish. And everyone has their own opinion about their game. I just in my brain, we've all known guys from high school, junior hockey, college, even like AHL, whatever. All these guys, like they play in different leagues, they can jump a league and play better than they were in the original league that they were playing, even despite it being lower. So I live in that area where you pair him with good players, he'll play even better than he is right now. And he's playing with great players down in Providence. But if he comes up and he starts playing with Pasta, like he starts getting a feel for it, I'm all for it.
Agreed. Who knows what happens, but it's funny Twitter is just a vile place.
Oh my God.
With a lot of just insane stuff. There is some decent stuff though. I did get this out of Twitter. Oregon Geekie is now a month, 16 games, I think 17 after the Flyers game without a goal. What's going on with that man?
No Carton. Carton.
Doesn't look good. It's not just the goal scoring. It's the all around play. It's lazy plays, little backhand chip passes, which I was notorious for. Apple turnovers all over the place.
You love the old backhand saucer chip?
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Coming
and
off
that.
the wall.
Yeah,
Easiest thing to get knocked out of midair.
It's not a good play. Put it that way. But if he does another Gretzky turn when he enters the zone, we're going to be down a TV.
He just doesn't have the boots to beat him wide though.
I don't care. Throw it on net. Protect the puck. Go to the wall. Bring it down low. Have a guy come support you. Do whatever. If I see another goddamn Gretzky turn from him, it takes like 30 seconds to unfold. He's not a Gretzky turn guy. Not everybody is. I get it. Not a big deal. Make another play. He keeps bringing the puck back into the neutral zone when he doesn't see anything over the blue line. Get the puck in the zone. Chip it in. Go get it. You're like 6'3", 200 pounds. Go get the puck.
But he was doing all that.
I don't know what happened.
What happened?
This fall has to be studied because not too long ago we were talking about this guy being on Team Canada.
The Olympics.
And now we're talking about we don't know if he's going to get healthy scratch or not.
I'm not against that. He's a detriment to
it's crazy the way he's acting right now.
And you can no longer point blame at Elias Lindholm. He's playing.
No.
He's playing.
But Elias has looked better.
Yes.
You know what they have to stop doing though? They have to stop putting Pasta, Elias, and Geekie on a line. They're jamming a square peg in a round hole.
My God.
They all got cement in their boots. Like
they look like a men's league line skating.
God.
Oh my God! Every time I see that.
There's better lines in the 146 league on the Bulldogs than there is watching them trying to make a play in the O-zone. Like, come on.
I don't understand why we continue to do that.
It's like, why are you taking Pasta away from two water bugs? Put him with the kids. And then it worked when you put Reichel on that line with Lindholm and Geekie. But now, honestly, you got to break those two up.
But speaking of dry spells, Geekie's not the only one. Tanner Jeannot, 0 points in his last 18 games.
Poor Tanner.
I'm okay with him not getting points though. He's doing the little things. He's blocking shots like that Tampa game. He's getting in lanes. He's selling out. He's getting gritty. Would we like some contributions? Yes.
0 though. 0 in 18 games for a month.
I know that's tough.
That's fooling around. Out there fooling around.
Hey, I did it for a full season.
Yeah, same.
So,
but it was much less like pressure. Like we were playing for fun.
yeah.
Hampus Lindholm, 2 assists in his last 21 games. He's on a power play. He's on a power play.
His brain needs to be studied.
Morgan Geekie, 0 goals, 7 assists in his last 15 games. These are the guys that they need to step up. I think they need to restructure that fourth line. Corrali, talking about fooling around out there, he is just goofing around. And they need to get AC Mont in that position. I don't know why they are not at that place yet. Because the PK, whatever, if we're gonna take the PK number at 77% of whatever it is right now, we need to take it as gospel and say that maybe our PK isn't that good. Let's get a new set of legs in there. And I think AC Mont needs to be the guy. Or Steves, whoever they feel like it is. But they need someone that can actually make plays coming over the blue line if they're gonna be producing for the fourth line.
Agreed.
Morgan Geekie just had a clean breakaway on net, and I'm watching with no sound on. It must have been offside or something. I was about to go. I was about to scream because he didn't shoot. He turned to the corner. I was like, "What? A Gretzky turn out front." But it was offside. It was offside though.
It was just a habit. You just had to do a quick Gretzky.
Yeah. It's like in men's league, if I break free past the blue line, it's like a 2-on-1. I'll just dump it in the corner.
I got a couple other ones here for you. BK, I'm sure you got some housekeeping stuff. I got a couple to rip through. The PP has slipped from 3 to 9 since the Olympic break in the league. Not good. Not good.
It's looked better though. It has.
Well, yeah, because they put that second line as a part of one unit.
I would like to see the zone entry. That I hate the drop pass.
Terrible.
My God, I hate it.
I
Everyone
do
does
like
it.
those quick little passes through the neutral zone. Kind of throws them off a little bit, and you find that guy that's alone to either chip it in or make that wall play. I'm okay with that. The zone entries have been fairly good. They need to understand that cross seam pass isn't there. They know what's happening. Just
I
throw it on.
mean, how
Read
about
him like a
we
book.
we all texted about it. There was a really bad one from Geekie where he was just on bath salts or something, and just it was a breakaway the other way. It was such a bad play. It drives me nuts that they do that.
He just
And,
stops moving his feet altogether.
like, he might need to watch one from high above the ice where we watch the games and when we're in attendance.
Maybe some ayahuasca.
Yeah, something. Him and A-Raj need to go on a trip.
He's gonna get 2 tonight, by the way.
Yeah, I hope he.
While this bashing comes out, he's gonna get 2 live.
I hope he
I mean,
tweets
it's kind of
us
a
too.
revenge
It's good for
game.
the brand.
Yeah, true. That would be sick. We get a couple views. It is a revenge game for him from Carolina.
Yeah, twice removed.
Video tribute.
Imagine. Thank you for your service. You had 6 points here in your year and a half or whatever it was. Another one I got here is, can we be done with the Yoki Haru experiment?
All right.
Done.
Again, day 1 for me. That was day
Yes.
1 for me.
Done.
I literally said I can do what Yoki Haru does, but I'll do it for free. And I'll sharpen skates.
I got friend of the program, Zando, down in South Florida right now. He's been dialed in. He's trying to tell me that it wasn't his fault. Like it was Swayman's fault, those goals in Sunrise against the Panthers. I'm like, brother, are you watching this game? Yoki is he's screening them, he's turning the puck over, he's not closing on guys in front. We need to be done. And people on Twitter who are saying that Peak sucks and Yoki Haru needs to be in instead of him need to touch grass and put down the drugs.
Speaking of drugs and bath salts, one of Don Sweeney's worst deals. I mean, there's the Henry Yoki Haru, the David Backus, the Zach Ronaldo deal. Like 3 years, $3 million.
Don't forget about Bolesky.
Yeah, that's got to be
the Bolesky one was horrible. Zach Ronaldo. I mean, did you guys forget Zach Ronaldo was on the Bees?
He was
for like 5 years. He had like a 5-year deal.
He could throw them though. He had a mean southpaw if we ever needed it, but I don't think we did.
No. Probably barely used it. But yeah, we got to be done with the Yoki Haru experiment.
100%. Could not agree more, Dave.
Can't have that in a playoff situation.
No, and he's certainly an NHL defenseman, just not for the Bruins.
No, great skater.
Yeah,
he's right.
He's got some jam to his game.
No, he doesn't.
But not for the Bruins. Not for the team that I root for. I can tell you that much.
Send him to Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey. I mean, that's why he like did fairly well in Buffalo too. Buffalo was a bottom feeder, and he just kind of like did it.
Send him to San Jose, anywhere, literally anywhere.
He's making 4 a year.
No, I thought it was 3. Is he making business. 4? 4. I thought it was a 3x3.
Whatever it is, we are in the wrong business.
Send him to Trinidad and Tobago.
And while you're looking that up, I got one more here. This can't go unnoticed. Swayman concluded the month of March with a 2.15 goals against, a 9.25 save percentage, and in 11 games he was 8-2-1. So
Hampus, let's go.
Hampus?
That's 1. Yeah.
Okay.
The live bump.
The live bump.
The live bump.
Dude, all right. So we got to throw some live cheese on Geekie then. Because he's going to score. He's going to score after the tongue lashing we just gave him.
When he was on his absolute hot streak of scoring goals, you would log in the DraftKings app, and he was plus – I saw him as low as plus 165 to score. The other night, he was plus 285. He's dropped a whole division on DraftKings.
He went from McKinnon status to like I don't know.
Yogi Haru.
Yeah, Yoki Will Smith status. Someone.
Yogi.
Nuts.
All right, sorry to interrupt, Dave, but I
No,
had
that's
to
good
deliver
stuff.
that breaking news live
That's
reaction.
good stuff. I was just
Catch
saying,
us on Twitch.
clicks for Swayman, right? If he put us on his back, for like to get us in the spot that we're in, so clicks for him. That's what I got for housekeeping. Beacon, I'm
Well,
curious to see what you got.
but also talking about the goaltending scene, Corpusalo played fantastic against the Flyers.
He did.
Yes, agreed.
He was making some acrobatic saves. He kept that game. They wouldn't have grabbed a point without Corpusalo.
100%.
People forget that he comes fresh off the bench after 3 or 4 games sitting and just expected to grab a point or a win for us. Shout out to him. He's been a
back to back.
He's like you. Not every team has a good backup goalie, and you're seeing it in Colorado right now. You're seeing it in other teams, so it's a huge anchor for the Bruins. My housekeeping is more on the prospect side for the Bruins, so a little bit off the beaten path here. But this defenseman over at Quinnipiac, Elliot Gronwald, nasty. Won what did he win? ECAC for best defensive defenseman this year. He was
Great award.
He was plus 39 this year. He had 7 goals, 13 assists, 20 points in 40 games. And he's returning to Quinnipiac along with another Bruins prospect, Chris Pelosi, who had a fantastic year. He was threatening the Hobey Baker Award for a majority of the season. He fell off like a tiny bit, but he played very, very well. So I think, and also the Defensive Defenseman Award was a unanimous selection. So we got on our hands someone coming that could be a game breaker for the Bruins on the back end.
A few clicks for the Scouts.
Yep.
Love that.
Hey, QPAC's going to be a wagon next year. They got that kid Wittenbach going back too, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Calgary draft pick, led the nation in scoring. And they were chirping, the QPAC account was chirping Penn State about McKenna and everything. I don't know if you guys saw that. Was pretty good, but they're gonna be an issue next year.
It was surprising not to see him in the Hobey Baker hat trick.
You lead the nation in scoring as a freshman. Yeah. Like, come on.
But like, even just take the freshman title off of him. Like, he still led the nation in scoring. Like, I don't understand how he wouldn't be nominated for that piece, but I don't know. Cooper Simpson. Have you seen this kid from Youngstown?
That line is insane.
He's heading to Nodak next year with the Zellers.
Yep.
And he had 34 goals, 74 points this year in the USHL. Third round pick in 2025.
He's just going to be feeding Zellers at Nodak. That's going to be fun to watch.
How can we get a sub for Nodak games?
We're going to take a trip.
Yeah.
To go see Nodak
correspondent.
Boots.
Yeah, we can get some passes, I'm sure. Bruins affiliated.
High above the ice.
Mikey, you and I were talking a little bit about that Lundgren signing.
Mm-hmm.
Think that means curtains for Svedbeck, right? I don't
think they've had Svedbeck for so long, I feel like, and I would think that they would have made a move with him to turn pro by now. I mean, they had Lundgren turn pro instantly, and I just signed him off the street. So I would think that it's curtains for Mr. Svedbeck.
And I'm curious too, because Lundgren was pretty eager to sign. Like, the season ended, he was already with the Bruins, and I'm sure that they had conversations too with the Bruins, being like, "We know you got the draft pick coming out of Providence. Like, what are you doing with that?" And I'm sure they gave him some confidence there. So, listen, I'm in it for the best goalie available, no matter if we draft him or not.
No loyalty.
And I did see Gasso is definitely gone. He wants a contract for this year. A little unrealistic.
Not surprised.
A little unrealistic, in my opinion. I don't think he's grabbing it.
Granted, to your point, I don't think he is either. But to your point, I don't know a lot of other teams' prospect pools, like other than like their top prospects that you kind of see. I know Calgary has a bit of a log jam because they've just been kind of buns and like they've been like getting guys. But I don't know if a log jam as deep as the Bruins. And you could call me, and it might not be the best ranked prospect pool, but we have a lot of the same type of players, in my opinion, right? So what do? You know, And not only do you have the same type of players in Providence, but in Boston, and I don't know. If you try to move off them, you're just going to get another AHL. Or I know they made that housekeeping move at the deadline, or even after the deadline, because you can still trade AHL guys after the deadline. They just can't play NHL games. But I don't know. Maybe that's just an uneducated, not knowing enough about other teams' farm systems and what they got cooking or prospect pools. But it just seems like we got all these guys coming. Where are we going to fit them?
Can't fit them in.
Like Zellers, like we're talking about fitting James Hagens.
It's tough right now. It's tough. It's a good problem to have, but it's also a little scary of a problem to have too, because you start making the wrong moves with your prospects, word travels. I mean, I don't really know the ins and outs of that Cutter Gauthier situation.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I'd rather that not happen to the Bruins, if I'm being completely honest, because I even looked at that Flyers game with Drysdale, the guy that they did 1-for-1, and holy cow, is that lopsided. I mean, Gautier's 40 goals this year. He's like 20 years old.
Can't stop scoring. He's addicted to scoring.
Just can't have that happen. Clicks for Zadorov, 800 games. Just not Big Z. I don't like the name Zaddy either. I'm just going to call him Zadorov.
That's weird.
Yeah.
The Zaddy nickname's weird.
I'm just going to call him Zadorov. And then I think the only other things I had were around the league.
Cook. What do you got?
While we are doing around the league, we'll do our weekly check-in with Toronto and Tankathon.
Yes.
Currently, they are in the 7th position of the draft pick, which does go to the Bees. They have 5 games left, so go Leafs go. We have the Capitals today, Wednesday. Capitals tomorrow, Islanders Thursday, Panthers on Saturday, and then Stars and Senators to close it out, which probably going to be 2 losses for them, but they can beat the Caps. They can beat the Panthers.
You can beat the Islanders.
Steal a point from the Islanders, and I think we're in good shape.
Who knows?
And then
maybe Dallas
we take
out, though. They said
maybe
some of their big dogs, right?
Maybe, but my eyes are on Latvian legend Alberts Smits. That is my number one want.
Mine's Chase Reed. If they can thread, if Toronto can just thread the needle right here and give us that 6 spot, right? Because we can't have top 5s protected, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need 6. I'd be happy with
6 and above.
Yeah,
Reed, he's gonna go top 5.
Just maybe he has a couple bad games over the next couple games.
Maybe he breaks his leg, Nancy Kerrigan style.
Maybe he slips in the rankings. I don't know. I do think that we didn't call out like the stretch of games that the Bruins have had over the last 2 weeks, like just a complete schedule. But like it might be hard to schedule, maybe not ever, but it's up there. So because I was diving into it today, 6 of the top 7 teams in the league the Bruins played over the last 2 weeks, and they went 4-3, like with an extra point in there too.
You've been tracking it on Twitter. It's not bad. Like you got to tip your cap, and they're on a road swing too here, boys.
Yeah.
You know? So they'll probably end up at 500, 500 for the road record, but that also is not inclusive of points that they've grabbed from OTs and whatnot. So, I mean, listen, not every team's a road team. We're going to need them to be a road team in the playoffs, but for the regular season, they did their best. And they have us in a playoff spot right now, so I'm not gonna throw shade at them.
95 points, 5 more to 100. Do they get? I was very confident that they were going to get it. I still think they're going to get it.
They're going to get it. They might have to add 100. I think so too. There's a high possibility. Just
I could see that. Hey, 100 flat, and you're in. You're in the dance.
And I'm boots Saturday, 12:30 puck drop.
High above the ice.
I can't believe you got press box for that. That's unbelievable.
3 hot dogs.
Some pressers. Just doing it all for same seats.
Oh, fucking A.
Stickers. Oh, boy.
1-1.
Who scored for Carolina? Steelers.
We can go down the whole roster.
Svechnikov. It was a wraparound, kind of a soft goal.
Do you remember his hit on Lindholm?
Remember when he got one punch by Ovechkin?
I do remember that.
Yes, but he like killed Lindholm.
The hit behind the net was.
It went off Aspro's skate. That sucks.
They're
What
asking.
do you guys think of
him,
Aspro's game lately?
They're asking a lot of him, and
he's grinding, man. He's grinding.
He might be underwater a little with some of these matchups.
I think he's got to play like he's like a 65 game guy.
That's fine.
I don't think he should be in there all 82.
If he's going to play 82, you got to put him on the third pair.
They asked a lot of him this year. They did.
They first tip the cap. He
tipped the cap.
He held up his end of the bargain, honestly.
Yeah, he did. And he was also jumping deep pairs, playing with McAvoy. I think he played a little bit with Peak, Zadorov.
Playing his offside a little bit too. Like that's not easy to do, making that jump.
He's a guy that if one of your defensemen gets hurt and you're in the playoffs and Aspro has to go in, you're feeling all right.
Or he's playing minutes per game on maybe on that 5 and 6 or
12, 15 minutes a game.
Yeah, that's fine. And then if someone gets injured, he comes up and plays a little bit longer. Like I'm fine with that. The Bruins had a gaping hole in their defensive core, and he was, and he slid right in there. And
so did he?
Maybe did.
2 for 2.
Yeah, I think in my brain, Aspro gets an A this year. A on the project
all day long.
Class project A. Did you see the graphic on the Detroit Red Wings in the month of March over the last 3 years?
The biggest collapse.
Chernobyl level meltdown.
5-9 in 2023, 3-9 in 2024, 4-10 in 2025, 5-7 in 2026.
That was also plan.
A couple of years. This was maybe taken like one or two games ago, so they might even have a worse record in March this year. But Red Wings fans have to be at their wits' end with this Yzerplan situation. Those prospects that they brought up that they thought were going to be everything that they're not is just looking so poorly on them. And if you go through their roster, they have dogs on their team. DeBrincat, Sider, like they have these guys that are. Patty Kane, like I mean, like,
got it.
But like
Lucas,
and then like has Larkin been in the playoffs? I don't think he has. So it's you're in a tough spot in Red Wings Nation.
Yzerman's got to. You want to say he's got to have a short leash, but does he really? Like he's royalty there, But it's like, hey man. Might want to look in the mirror. You made a couple moves at the deadline. You traded for Gibson, right? I don't know. Falk's good, but like we didn't want him. Take him, pal.
Weird move.
Sell the farm. Perron's been Casper the Ghost. Geekie's been more effective than Perron since the trade deadline. That's not saying anything, So he showed he gave the guys a chance. He made a couple of moves, right? You have to respect that, but. They had some injuries. Larkin and Kopp were hurt, but yeah. If you're a Detroit fan, you are just punching air. And Buffalo fans, you are just hammering beers on Chippewa Street. Like, who would have had that in the bingo cards?
Shout out Catsy.
Yeah, shout out Catsy. No. I'm happy for you, my friend.
I'll never forget freshman year. I went into Catsy's room, and he had the old Buffalo Sabres uniform in there, the Danny Briere, the Maxima Finneganov jersey, the blue and yellow, like pretty much
Zegnas Jurgensen's jersey. Hilarious.
Yeah. It was I was and being a huge hockey fan, I was like, who is that? I had no idea. But I mean, listen, if you're gonna ride and die for your team, you're just gonna have some weird jerseys in the collections. He's been ride or die ever since I've known him.
As long as I've known him since high school. It just loves.
Let's maybe get him as a guest on here. Take the temperature of the Buffalo fan base.
That would be great.
heading into playoffs.
Especially if we got them first round.
Oh yeah, if we have them first round, we'll do a matchup preview with them.
100%.
That's a great idea.
That'd be good. Looks like
did they just fucking score again?
Yeah, Keandre Miller got one. Anything else, boys? We're missing the game here. I know Mike's got it on. What else you got, B Cam?
The only last thing I had was Islanders fire Patrick Waugh and replace him with DeBoer, however,
Pete
DeBoer, whatever. The Islanders are in a playoff spot or right on the brink of it. So I'd love to understand what happened behind closed doors there, because the Vegas one kind of made sense. They were just not playing well over the last 3 or 4 months. Islanders, I mean, I don't think anybody had them slated as a playoff contender. Patrick Waugh kind of revitalized.
They had the first pick in the draft last year.
That's what I'm saying. It just it kind of
They
stunned
won the lottery.
And then I saw a graphic today from some idiot on Instagram, and it was coaches with the safest job position today, and it was they had Pete DeBoer number 6 and Marco Sturm number 7. I was like, wait a minute, what are we talking about here?
DeBoer has it made though. There's zero pressure. He 1,000% has a job next season. They talked about it on Chicklets. I don't know if you guys heard it. It's you come in, you make the playoffs. Oh, great. You don't make the playoffs. Patty Waugh kind of left you a sinking ship. But I saw something on Twitter about famous last words. I saw something on Twitter about DeBoer, and that as the playoffs go deeper and deeper, he gets shaky Murphy. He gets wicked nervous, starts freaking out before games, stressed out to the max.
Me too. Is he just a fan? Is he just a fan in a coach's body?
He might be, but I saw that. I was like, man, could you think about you're getting ready for a game and coach has pit stains through his blazer and you're just
voice is shaking.
Yeah, maybe we don't have this one tonight, boys. We gotta go out there. We gotta work hard. All right, buddy. So I don't know. Saw that. Don't know if it's true. Saw it on Twitter. Take it with a grain of salt.
I also Chicklets had a hilarious interview about Tortorella going with Vegas, and they were talking to Buccigross, and they were like, what do you think he's getting paid? And he's like, I don't know, maybe $1 million. And everyone's like, really? And Bucci was like, he's not going to go for $50K.
Yeah. Prorated working a Cumby salary. Come on, dude.
No. Obviously he's making good money. What are we talking about? But let's get to the Bruins game here. Hell of a week. Keep this train rolling. We need to tie up the game here. At least grab a point tonight. Move on.
Yeah.
Go Leafs, go.
Looking ahead to the Bees schedule, we have tonight, obviously, and then Lightning Saturday, B-Cam Boots, Columbus Sunday, second leg of the back-to-back Master Sunday, and then Devils. So Lightning and Jackets. It's gonna be a tough weekend for the Bees.
Also,
tough, but very important weekend.
Before we break, everyone picked their Masters winner?
Scotty.
David.
It's chalk,
You're
but
asking the wrong guy.
Dave doesn't even know what the Masters is.
I have the Masters.
Good pick, Dave. Dave, good pick. We've been watching.
Golf guy.
What did you say,
Scotty? I'm going
last weekend.
I'm going chalk. It's got to be Scotty. He's 4-1 to win it.
Yeah, new baby, dad strength. I can see it happening.
I'm on the Scotty train now.
I'm on Bryson. I think Bryson grabs it.
I don't hate that. Oh my God, they just almost scored again.
I got one more here. Obviously, check us out. We've been hammering TikTok, hammering Instagram, Twitter, doing our thing. Keep an eye out for a collab with us.
Let's fucking go. Morgan Geekie just scored, boys.
Oh my God.
Fuck. We should have. Sometimes you can just see this coming.
This is bad news because we're gonna have to start recording.
Same seats.
That's crazy. You knew this was coming. You knew he was gonna score.
Was it off
at the second the milk carton comment left my mouth? I knew he was gonna score.
Did he do the Gretzky turn when he entered the zone? The beat.
No, it was a 2-on-1.
What, the Gretzky turn?
Field off in the corner.
Let's fucking go. It's 2-2, boys.
Well, boys, keep an eye out. We're going to be doing some collabs with a couple other shows out there, so it should be fun. But go Bees. Geekie's back on, baby.
Let's
Go
go.
Bees. We're geeked up.
Geek Squad. Geekie's next goal. Later.
Peace.